All right, UTMB, let's give it up for your host, Dr. Ian Barrett.
Come on, UTMB, come on now. Come on, UTMB, come on now. Yes, I did have hair like this back in the 70s. I don't have hair like this now. The favorite part of this outfit, of course, is these pants. So you see they sort of move, right? Right? They're sort of bell bottoms. This jacket I love. This is from Sears back in the day. So it's double knit polyester. You know, the pockets have little pleats. Double vent in the back, that's right. So very, very stylish. And then this hair is actually a clown wig. But it seems to go really, really well with my outfit for today. So the 70s are what we're celebrating today. All right, so just a little bit about the year in review. So, you know, we were here together last year together, helping to celebrate your colleagues. And so a lot has happened since last year. One of the things that happened since last year, of course, was Harvey. And so we couldn't do a year in review without remembering sort of us taking care of patients, taking care of each other during Harvey. And so give yourself a round of applause, patients, students, the people who depend on us. And then right after that, we won the World Series, right? So that was amazing. That was amazing that we won the World Series, the Houston Astros. And so that was a nice end to last year. And then there's a basketball game tonight, right? Right? But did I hear cheers or boos? Okay, so we live right outside Houston, so I think we should be cheering on the Rockets, right? And are they gonna do it tonight? Yeah, they're gonna do it tonight, yeah. All right, so they're gonna do it tonight. So the only team we haven't talked about is the Texans. So, I mean, I don't know if I should talk about them. I mean, they were rebuilding last year, right? Wasn't that what they were doing last year? Okay, yeah. And so hopefully they'll be rebuilt this year. Now, one of the things, okay, I'm gonna step in it right now. One of the things I don't understand is living in this part of Texas, they're actually Dallas Cowboy fans. I don't, but wait. But how can that be? We live right outside Houston. I don't get that. Can somebody tell me why? Oh, please. Okay, this gentleman said, wait a minute. They are America's team. Oh, please. Oh, please, I'm not buying that. But hopefully the Texans will do really well this year. All right, so let's look ahead. So, you know, every year we come up with a theme for this. So Phaedra Goffney, I don't know if Phaedra is in the room. Is she back there somewhere? She's the producer of the show. There she is. So we usually, she's great. She is outstanding. So every year we come up with ideas. I come up with ideas. She says no. And so this year, I came up with the 70s, which she agreed to. But there are a couple themes that I would love to do, and so hopefully we'll be able to do these, so I'm putting that out publicly. One of the things that I'd love to do is Mardi Gras. I love Mardi Gras. I absolutely love Mardi Gras. Phaedra always says, Mardi Gras is past. I don't care. I love Mardi Gras, so hopefully we'll do Mardi Gras one year. And then the other thing that I love is I love parades and marching bands. Any kind of parade, any kind of marching band, I love parades and marching bands. So we actually had a marching band planned for 1 year and it got rained out. And so we'll reschedule it, but I think that, you know, I don't know which high school to get. I mean, which is the best high school around here? I mean, I think, so there may be Ball High School, is that sort of one of the best? Okay, all right. But how about Lamarck? Are there a good band? Okay, Lamarck High School, no? Yes. And then how about Texas City? Okay. And then how about, there's a high school in Hitchcock, right? Isn't there Hitchcock High School? Okay, yeah, there's Hitchcock. Okay, Santa Fe High School, okay. How about Dickinson? Okay, Dickinson. I'm scared of Dickinson. And then, how about Friendswood? Okay. There's one person from Friendswood. All right. And then Clear Creek has like 8 different high schools, right? So who's from any of the Clear Creek high schools? Clear Creek Independent School. Okay, yeah. All right. So maybe one year we'll have a band. I actually thought Ball High School and Dickinson were the ones that got the most cheers. So maybe we'll have one of the two of them one year. All right, so welcome to the people who are joining this remotely. So if you're off island, you're in your office here at CMC, thanks for joining us. We would love to take this show on the road, and so we're open to invitations. I can come dressed like this or something else, and so we're happy to take this show on the road. So why don't you give me a little music? Let's talk to some people in the audience as to why you're here. So who wants to tell me why you're here today? I mean, why are you here? Oh, yeah, well, okay, yeah, you. Yeah, you did. Okay, so why are you here today?
Celebrating 10 years.
You're celebrating 10 years? Yay! Outstanding. Who else? I see a hand over there.
Hey, y'all. I'm celebrating 5 years.
5 years today.
I'm here celebrating 30, 25, 30. Theo is in the house.
Revenue cycle in the house.
I'm here to celebrate 15 years.
15 years today, or 15 years this year. How about on this side? How about somebody on this side? Why are you here today? Okay, I see a couple points. Okay.
I'm celebrating 30 years, but I'm only 25.
Okay, so you started, okay, 25 years. How about up here?
I'm celebrating 3 decades, 30 years of commitment.
30 years.
I'm here because I heard it was going to be free food.
Well, I don't know who told you that, but...
A GEM card recipient.
Oh, GEM card recipient. All the GEM card recipients. That's outstanding. Over here. Okay, you work with me. What are you going to say?
I'm here to support Leone Award nominees, and I wouldn't miss this for any.
All right. Those are all good reasons to be here. So thank you very much for being here. So let's get on with the show and start the recognition. So we heard about the GEM card recipients. Who knows what GEM is? Going the extra mile, right? So people who go the extra mile for our patients, students, and the people who turn to us for service. It's really easy to do by submitting a GEM card online. And so this year, there are 656 employees who've been recognized for going the extra mile. So if you're here today with a GEM, please stand and be recognized. All the GEM recipients, GEM card recipients, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for what you do every day. So now, you know, a lot of people have worked at UTMB for a long time. So I'm coming up on my 7th anniversary in November. And for a long time, I felt like a new person, right? Because there are people here with lots and lots and lots of service. So I'm finally beginning to feel like I've been here for a while. I'm certainly haven't been here as long as some people, but I finally feel like I'm not a new person. So we're celebrating people who've given more than 20,390 years of service to UTMB. That's amazing. Please applaud them. And let's start off with the people who are, who've been here for 5 years. So 5-year service recipients, please stand and be recognized. So 5-year recipients should be a lot of people. Thank you very much for what you do. 5 years, yes, thank you. Outstanding. All right, so then after 5 years, let's go to our 10-year recipients. People who've been here a decade. Thank you for 10 years of service. We appreciate. And how about 15 years? 15 years of service, looking good. Thank you for your service to UTMB. And then how about 20 years? 2 decades of service. We appreciate what you do every year, 20 years of service at UTMB. How about 25 years, a quarter century? This is the group that started as children. They were probably 5 when they started. And then how about 30 years of service? People have been here 3 decades. 30 years of service to UTMB. All right. So now we're going to enter the stage where we're going to recognize people who've been here for 35 years of service. 35 years of service. Outstanding. Thank you for what you do. 3.5 decades of service to UTMB. Amazing and outstanding. So at this point, I'm going to introduce Donna Sollenberger, who is Executive Vice President, Chief Executive Officer of the Health System, and she's going to come and acknowledge people with more years of service and also to the Leone Award. So Donna.
Ian had to get my phone number because back in the 70s, I fit into that. And I kept it. You know how we do to keep it, they might get down. So you can keep it because I don't think it's happening. Anyway, this is a fun day, isn't it? I love this award. These recognitions of, oh my gosh, we have extra overflow capacity open. If you haven't looked, hi, this is great. We'll recognize them for climbing all those stairs. But it's wonderful to have everybody here and to celebrate all these milestones, not just to UTMB, but to the health of our state and beyond. And I personally want to thank you for your commitment to UTMB and the mission to serve those who really are in need of us. What I'm always amazed by when I get to talk with all of you, no matter what your role, is that feeling of connection to the mission. And you're really strongly invested in what we do, and it shows. I can't tell you, yesterday I was meeting with some people and they said, you know, we walk in and the places just shine. And, you know, we rely on our environmental services workers to make sure that that happens. And for the rest of us, as I walked over with Dr. Marshall, I told him he needed to go wash his hands because he picked stuff up, threw it away all the way here. But we appreciate the commitment that you have to the people that we serve. And I want to congratulate each one of you who got a pin today, a service pin, and the GEM recipients for your dedication to UTMB and for making us the finest academic medical center in the country. That's our goal, and you all work at that very hard every day, and it shows. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I think next year I get my 10-year pin, so I will have worked here longer than I've worked any other place. So it shows you, and I want to get that pin. But these are really, it's great, but I'm going to tell you about some people who have really always gone the extra mile for UTMB, really invested in the mission, and who have stayed here for a good part of their career. We have people I'm going to recognize who've been here an amazing 40 years and another who's demonstrated incredible commitment for 45 years. So I know, that's pretty amazing. So the first person I want to recognize is Dr. Asim Ansari, who joined UTMB in 1976 as a research technician in the Department of Human Biological Chemistry and Genetics. Actually, that's a memorable year for me because it was the first year that I started working in healthcare. Dr. Ansari is highly regarded as an expert in biochemistry, the course that caused me to change my major from chemistry. So, Dr. Ansari, you and I had something alike. We both took biochemistry only I just did it once, and said that's enough. And molecular biology, particularly as a principal investigator in research that includes the development of efficient and novel therapeutic strategies for treating chronic alcoholic myopathy, a muscle weakness and frailty condition that affects 2/3 of alcoholics and is similar to sarcopenia, the physiological loss of muscle mass and function associated with aging. In addition, Dr. Ansari's research has focused on oxidative stress and inflammation in skin burns and a better understanding of the biochemical mechanisms of oxidation, I can't talk, in inflammation-induced pathologies, particularly ocular and non-ocular, and numerous other areas of focus throughout her long and storied career. I just want to sit with her and listen to really the career that she's had, and maybe then I would better understand. I'm going to ask y'all to repeat what I just said. I read it several times, and I thought, I still feel lost. She's a professor in the Department of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, as well as ophthalmology and visual science since 2004. She has also worked as a research associate, a research scientist, and an assistant and associate professor during her time at UTMB. Over the years, this is pretty remarkable, she's trained more than 40 postdoctoral fellows and students and has mentored numerous graduate and medical students. In addition, she served as a mentor to high school and college students in the summer and has been proudly involved in the Galveston College and UTMB biotechnology program. Dr. Ansari, I would personally like to thank you for 40 years of service to UTMB and congratulate you on an absolutely stellar career. Would you please come to the stage at this time and receive your service pin? She's going to sit with me and try and explain it. Obviously, I can't even get the pins and everything together, so my husband always tells me when I talk about things he doesn't understand, he just sits there and smiles and nods. So I don't know if I do that, Dr. Ansari. Anyway, so the next person we'd like to recognize is Dr. Masood Ahmad, Professor of Medicine and the Edward D. and Sally M. Fuchs Endowed Professor in Cardiology since 2009. Dr. Ahmad has served as the director of UTMB's cardiac echocardiography laboratory since 1982. Sorry, I can't read looking down there, and was named professor in 1990. He has focused his research on non-invasive imaging in evaluation of left ventricular function and stress echocardiography and 3D echocardiography. In addition, he's been responsible for teaching and training fellows and assisting technologists in routine stress Doppler echocardiograph studies and interpretation. Dr. Ahmad is also responsible for teaching in patient care of our cardiology inpatient service, ECG interpretation, echo conference with cardiology fellows, and weekly echo review sessions. In 2015, Dr. Ahmad became an inaugural member of the UTMB Academy of Master Clinicians, and he's also a member of the American Federation for Clinical Research and a fellow of the American College of Physicians, the American College of Cardiology, and the American Heart Association, among others. Dr. Ahmad, I'd personally like to thank you for your 40 years of service to UTMB and congratulate you on this tremendous career that you have had. So would you please join me on stage? This, I didn't know, I've heard of this person, and I think I've met him a couple of times, but I didn't realize how long he had worked here and the contributions he had made. So I want to recognize Robert, you'll know him as Dusty Norwood, Director of Record Management Compliance at UTMB. In his director role, Mr. Norwood is responsible for maintaining an active and ongoing records management program to preserve and protect state records in an efficient and economical manner. He works with all university departments to develop and certify UTMB's record retention schedule, and he develops policies, directives, and instructional materials to govern the organization, maintenance, and disposition of records at our institution. Prior to joining UTMB in 1978, Dusty worked at NASA's Johnson Space Center, where he was a supervisor of microform services, a role that made him responsible for reproducing mission-critical Apollo and Space Shuttle program data, including multiple projects associated with preserving engineering drawings and information. During his time at UTMB, Dusty attended the dedication of the ceremony for the John Seeley Hospital Towers in 1978, 40 years ago, and he became the university's first records management officer in 1992. Now, here's where Rusty and I have a lot in common. I mean, I keep the records like he says to, no problem. But he was elected the first commissioner for the UTMB Co-ed Softball League, a role he held for more than 10 years. I used to pitch fast-pitch softball, just saying. You may have missed out on somebody, Dusty. I'd like to personally thank you for your 40 years of service to UTMB and congratulate you on a remarkable career. Would you please join me on stage, Dusty? He doesn't play softball anymore, so I guess I won't. I don't really either. That would be, if you want to have a good laugh, who's ever playing in the softball games, invite me over. I'll show you one pitch. And then I'll probably go straight to the emergency room. Okay, the next is really amazing, recognizing an employee who is celebrating 45 years of service. The employee that we want to recognize for 45 years of service at UTMB is Dr. Mark Shabbat. Dr. Shabbat earned his medical degree from UTMB in 1973 and also received his internal medicine and gastroenterology training here and joined our faculty in 1978. Since that time, he has been devoted to teaching, patient care, and administration of departmental and educational activities. Promoted to Professor of Internal Medicine in 1998, Dr. Shabbat was later named the Raymond L. Gregory Professor of Medicine. He has published in the areas of gastrointestinal ulcer disease and gastric cancer, colorectal cancer, and antibiotic associated diarrhea and colitis. Dr. Shabbat is widely regarded for his passion for the practice of medicine as a clinician teacher. He has served on more than 40 UTMB committees over the years. I'd like to add up how many hours of that would be pretty amazing, most of which involve patient care or medical education, and he's demonstrated leadership skills, having served as the director of clinical gastroenterology at UTMB and developing the UTMB colon cancer screening program, near and dear to my heart. My sister passed away from colon cancer, and I really appreciate the work that you do because it's an awful disease. In addition, he was responsible for organizing the UTMB Department of Internal Medicine Alumni Society in 1991, and every year he sends me a very nice invitation, and for nurturing its growth since that time. Dr. Shabbat is currently Vice Chair for Alumni Affairs and Development for the Department of Internal Medicine. In this role, he has earned the trust of the Internal Medicine Department alumni who date back to the 1950s. And that has resulted in the department receiving many gifts from alumni to increase funds that are used for resident and educational activities and membership in the ACP and awards. Dr. Shabbat, I would personally like to thank you for your 45 years of service, for the good that you have done to the body of knowledge in gastroenterology and in colon cancer in particular, and for your dedication to our patients who have been the recipient of some exceptional care. So you've had an absolutely tremendous career, and I'd like you to come up to the stage and get your recognition. Okay, one more. This is the 2018 Leone Award, and I'm pleased to be able to announce the winner of a distinguished award that was reintroduced 3 years ago. The Nicholas and Catherine Leone Award for Administrative Excellence recognizes a manager or supervisor who displays the highest degree of professionalism. The award, first established in 1971, is made possible through an endowment from Dr. Nicholas Leone, a former commanding officer and director of the Public Health Service Hospital in Galveston, and his wife, Catherine. The endowment awards $7,500 in monetary prize, $2,500 to the winning manager or supervisor, and $5,000 for the development and training of his or her department or unit. This year, 46 outstanding managers and supervisors were nominated from all different areas of UTMB, a testament to the high level of professionalism recognized by our employees that exists throughout the institution. Unfortunately, not all of our nominees could be declared recipients of this award, but through a carefully crafted judging process and with considerable help from the Employee Advisory Council members who reviewed and scored anonymous nominations, one winner emerged. Today's recipient is described as someone who epitomizes leadership. In fact, the person who nominated this year's winner said, "Managers have people work for them, leaders have people follow them." This individual is both a manager and leader in his role as a nurse manager in the MICU CCU, a position he's held since 2014. I wish you could see his face, he just realized this. In his 4 years in this role, he's exemplified administrative excellence, demonstrating the values and standards found in the UTMB Professionalism Charter, as well as UTMB's core values. Early in his tenure in this role, this year's Leone Award recipient met with his staff and outlined his priorities, which include ensuring continued excellent patient care and staff satisfaction. He communicated to the staff he would work and advocate for competitive compensation, flexible work schedules, and a safe and efficient work environment while maintaining their confidentiality and their confidence and gaining their trust through integrity, honesty, and accountability. What a great way for a new manager of an area to start. He has held true to those commitments, creating a culture of trust and diversity for both staff and physicians. He prefers to coach staff members in response to mistakes rather than instituting punitive actions, good for you, and encourages staff members to examine and correct systems problems that may have created an environment that led to a mistake. He has been successful using his conflict resolution skills in his customer service recovery when a patient's trust of the staff has been fractured. He demonstrates and discusses his conflict resolution style with unit leaders and staff so they can learn from his encounters, contributing to their professional growth and lifelong learning, as well as inspiring future generations of leaders. He's committed to both responsible use of resources and value, as evidenced by initiatives that empowered his staff members to create and implement changes through evidence-based research and practice. These healthcare-associated infection, HAI, reduction initiatives are in line with best care initiatives, and they've included aggressive catheter-associated urinary tract infection and central line bloodstream infection reduction programs researched, authored, and implemented by bedside staff under his guidance and encouragement. Those programs resulted in a 1-year reduction of hospital-acquired infections from 20 in 2016 to 3 in 2017. This reduction can be measured both financially as well as by the reduction in pain or suffering experienced by our patient. This year's winner of the Leone Award has deflected recognition of his success away from himself and toward his frontline staff. He is a leader that deserves recognition of his administrative excellence. It is my honor and deep privilege to invite Robert Hastet, nurse manager of the MICU Cardiac Care Unit, to come forward. Dr. Sharma, come on. Dr. Marshall.
Robert, pleasure, sir.
There we go. Wish. I asked him if we were now on our way to 0 from 3. He said, absolutely. It's the answer that I like. What a tremendous start to our afternoon. I want to thank you all for listening to these wonderful stories And for those of you who are recognized 5 years and up, thank you for your incredible service to UTMB. Now I'm going to re-invite Ian Barrett, Dr. Barrett, up to the stage to, or wherever he wants to stand for that matter, to bring it home.
Thank you. So a round of applause for Donna and everybody who's been recognized. So one of the big questions I've been asked is, am I going to dance? That's what most people asked. You know, in human resources, one of the things that we manage is we manage the wellness program. We want everybody to be fit and we want everybody to be well. And so this is going to be your opportunity to be fit and to be well. And so could you cue the YMCA music, please? All right. So Okay, right, yeah. So this is back in the 70s, right? Exactly right. So who knows it? I'd like everybody to stand up, right? So the way, it's sort of, it's YMCA. YMCA, okay? So, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for coming and celebrating employee service and what we do for patients and for families. So, remember, please grab, there should be food on your way out. Also, please remember the YouCount survey, which begins next Monday. Please take the survey. Again, thank you for being here and have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll see you next year. Go UTMB, go!
UTMB Health.
Okay.
Working together to work wonders.